I'll take that from them first.
Hello everyone, Casey here, and welcome to my review for the Avengers Age of Ultron. The Avengers Age of Ultron was released on May 1st of 2015, and right from the get-go, I'm just going to say it. It was pretty fantastic. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty fantastic. But before I get too much into what I liked and what I didn't like so much, here's a quick synopsis. Oh, and heads up, if you're super sensitive about spoilers, there may be one or two small ones in here. I'll leave out anything too big, but I feel in order to review this movie properly, I need to hit a couple points that kind of venture into the spoiler territory. So yeah, you've been warned. So Age of Ultron is the second Avengers movie, and the closing chapter in Marvel Phase 2. Tony Stark and Bruce Banner create a peacekeeping AI that unsurprisingly goes way wrong. The AI becomes self-aware and starts digging through files on the human race, deciding that the best way to keep peace is to exterminate all human life on the planet. This leads to the Avengers having to assemble once again to protect the world. I have to say, at first I was a little bit worried that when the fellow Avengers found out what Tony Stark created without their knowledge, that it would cause conflict in the movie between the main heroes. I saw that enough in the first Avengers movie, and was really hoping they wouldn't tread the same ground once again in Ultron. Luckily enough, while conflict does emerge between the characters, it stays pretty brief, with really only one or two scenes that they all aren't quite getting along that well. The special effects in Age of Ultron are just as good as ever. Seamless transitions between CGI and live action, massive explosions, and incredible damage on an epic scale are all present in this movie. Each of our main heroes also seem to get a good amount of screen time and obstacles, including Hawkeye, which before this movie I thought he was easily the most boring of all the characters. Oddly enough though, by the end of Ultron I found myself really caring for him almost more than the others. I think it's fantastic that they finally shed some light and character development on him. Of course, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk, Hawkeye, and Black Widow aren't the only characters in this movie. There are a few new additions as well, including Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. While both characters are more than fun to watch in action, I feel there is a bit lacking as far as development goes for them. Without going into too much detail, they have a conflict in the movie with one of the other characters that literally just gets left in the dust and unresolved. It made their whole story arc seem a little uncared for, in my opinion. Then of course, there is the main attraction in the movie, Ultron himself. This guy really caught me off guard. Not once in any of the trailers or any clips I saw prior to the movie did they hint at him being such a sarcastic and witty character. Ultron is a very serious threat and plans to end all life on Earth, and yet I find myself really loving the guy. Ultron to me was a much needed breath of fresh air in the Marvel villain universe. He looks badass, has a darkly satisfying sense of humor, and has the means to carry out every threat he makes, making him a very formidable opponent for the Avengers. Through all the amazing scenes, action, and dialogue, there are a few issues in Age of Ultron, and the biggest of them I found was the very awkward and almost forced romance between Black Widow and Bruce Banner. It seems to jump in from nowhere, only to try to add a bit of drama in a movie that already has intense moments by the handful. But hey, it's okay. Literally any time I started to think I didn't quite enjoy something, I just thought of the Hulkbuster versus the Hulk scene. Good God, that scene was priceless. Talk about the perfect balance between action and hilarity. All in all though, I found Age of Ultron to be a purely enjoyable experience. While it may not be quite as amazing as the first Avengers movie, it still has plenty to offer and sets up for some hopefully awesome things in the future for the Avengers. So my final score for the Avengers Age of Ultron is an 8 out of 10. An all-around great time with minimal issues. I hope you all enjoyed my review for Age of Ultron, and if you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos and reviews. Well, until next time guys.